Well, temperatures were into the 60s for most of us today. Well, you may have wanted to probably crank the heat a little bit, but you're probably going to want to put it on a little bit more as we go through the evening. So we are looking at a clear sky right now, but something cool I want to show you real quick. So we have two high systems right over Denver, well, Colorado, I should say, and just to the south of us. And we're going to start to notice some haze moving in. We have some little fire outbreaks throughout part of the plains, and that's actually taking aim towards our area. Now, it's not going to affect any air quality for us, but I think that would just be cool to mention real quick. So you can actually see some of the haze there if you look outside right now. Live look from Carbondale. We are still cooling down now at 57 degrees. The dew point at 32, and the dew point is continuing to drop. So that cool air coming from the northwest at light 7 miles per hour is still even feeling a little cooler. So good night for a light jacket out there. Maybe add a few more layers if you can. So for tonight's threat tracker, we are going to remain cool and calm with those winds, but the calm winds are going to help aid in some morning frost possible. But we will be looking at a very beautiful day to our Wednesday. In fact, temperatures are going to warm up into the mid 60s. Thursday, though, we bring back the chance of those showers and clouds. So we are still getting those winds coming from the northwest. Most of us sat into the 60s, and now we're starting to see temperatures drop pretty steadily. Right now we're into those upper 50s, but by 10, as we lose our cloud cover, those winds still coming from the north light, it's going to be into the upper 40s. Then after midnight, we're still clear, but we're now calm, and we're looking at lower 40s. And then we continue to drop as we get into the early morning hours into our Wednesday. And with that, at 3 o'clock until 8 in the morning Wednesday, we do have a frost advisory encompassing most of our Illinois counties, southeast counties into Missouri, and portions of Kentucky under this frost advisory. Again, that's from 3 in the morning until 8 in the morning. And hopefully we don't see any frost out of this, but a few models showing us we could be into the 40s, the lower 40s, but there are a few models coming into those mid to upper 30s, especially to the areas to the north. So if any of the winds from the northwest continued as they do and the calm conditions that we continue to see, well, it might help aid sadly in some of that frost development, but patchy for the most part. Waking up, we are going to feel rather cool. Great idea for a coat to be out. But as we get into the afternoon, probably going to drop a few layers as we reach into those upper 60s. Could even see some 70s out there. Then as we get into Wednesday evening, temperatures drop to those upper 40s. And Thursday, we start to get into the cloud cover and we start to look at some rain inching our way. And sadly, that will continue into our Friday. And if you haven't guessed it by now, into our weekend, sadly. So we are looking for a very active start to the next part of the work week. Thursday, more scattered showers. Friday, scattered showers. Then we get into Saturday, into the start of your weekend. It's sadly going to be a soggy one leading into our Monday. And to track all of this with us, you can download the Storm Track 3 app right now to stay prepared. We will have some thunderstorms to talk about through the weekend, but temperatures do rise pretty nicely into those mid 70s. Overnight lows not dropping too much lower than the upper 40s. So that's some good news, especially if you've just planted something. I know we've seen some new vines actually be planted to help with some of the wine selections, and hopefully it doesn't hinder anything this evening into tomorrow. So that's all we can hope for. Fingers crossed.
Tomorrow's looking pretty good though.
It is.
Yeah,
we'll take
it
that.
is.
All right. Thanks,
Emily.